So, Patty, you've just completed your first Quantum EFT workshop. What was that like for you?
Well, I actually wasn't as excited about the workshop just prior to it. And then the first day, I realized I had made the best decision of my life
Mm-hmm.
and that this was going to be a very meaningful chapter for me and piece of information for me. And then things just got better from there. The second day and the third day, I had a lot of trepidation about practicing the skills
Mm-hmm.
to execute being a practitioner, but everybody in the class was so supportive, and
Mm-hmm.
it really it really was a great learning experience, not really stressful at all. um, well, it was a little stressful, but it was also fun. And then
Mm.
and at the end of the sessions, I felt safe. I felt like I was in a safe container with someone who cared about me and
Mm.
wanted me to do well, and everyone that was in the class seemed to really have the right was on the same page. Everyone was on the same page in the class.
Yeah.
I loved the structure of the curriculum. Um, and I love that there's a lot of support for like the videos that you have on YouTube, because I was watching those
Mm-hmm.
today because you recommended we do that. So I thought, okay, I'll start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And because I noticed that some of the scripting was for me a little tricky because it
Mm.
was brand new. So I wanted to rehearse, I wanted to hear more of it. So I went on
Yeah.
YouTube and I realized there was a vast wealth of information on your YouTube channel to support this whole process of becoming a practitioner for quantum EFT. And I was really relieved to see that. I watched 2 videos and I felt in awe of the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that the your body of work, which I had not really looked at a lot before the class. And if I had, I think I would have been more excited before the first day. But so on the fourth day, both preparing for class, I watched 2 videos that just blew me away with the transformation that happened for those people. And
Mm-hmm.
where else could they get this?
Mm.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty profound, and that's why I do suggest to people to watch some of the videos from the Quantum EFT playlist on my YouTube channel, EFT Australia, before they come and do this, because it helps to build the excitement and to give them an awareness of what the technique's about, and how it really is helping people at a soul level. Yeah.
And what actually I learned, Jenny, you gave me a couple of new thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around
Mm-hmm.
um, all the weird stuff for a long time. And you gave me a new thought. One was that clearing your karmic patterns in your soul contracts is a very important piece
Mm.
for anyone who wants to elevate their consciousness.
Mm. Otherwise, they just keep repeating those negative soul patterns each lifetime. Yeah.
We spend thousands of years,
Mm.
lifetimes, thinking the
Mm.
same thoughts,
Mm.
having the same experiences over and over. And so this is the big chance
Mm-hmm.
to break that pattern
Yeah.
and realize, and then also just to wake up and realize how big we are and how powerful we are. So it's a wonderful, it,
Mm.
for me, it's the most, it's a big deal. It's the most perfect thing I couldn't imagine, because I didn't even know what quantum EFT was 3 months ago. Wasn't it like 3 months ago I met you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And having not really studied and certified in EFT, it's still very accessible to people like yourself who have had an interest in EFT to come and do the workshop and get all the benefits of it and to learn it.
Oh, it's brilliant that way, because I've only taken one clinical EFT module. what was it, 2-3 weeks ago. That's pretty much all I've done, other than the books I've read. And I watched one video by David Feinstein. And then I've been practicing on myself on simple phobias. And the way that just that one module really sets you up very nicely for the material in this, in the Quantum EFT basic. Do you call this the basic module, or the first module, or the only module?
Oh, it's the first workshop and the only workshop, and you get to do it several times if you're certifying.
Yeah.
So it's become more and more familiar and more expertise in the technique.
Well, and so my big thought about the whole, what you're teaching and what this is that it gives you EFT is wonderful. I love it. Just plain EFT is great for me. But this Quantum EFT, you get more altitude. I do, at least. I felt like I was really starting to get it, that I'm a soul. And then when you have been, this is about I had 3 sessions with you, and then this, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 times you've reminded me about going up and looking back down on an experience or a lifetime or a situation, and getting the life
perspective.
Right. That high altitude perspective is a broader perspective that gives you a whole different feeling about it. And that's
because you get to understand the soul contracts and the soul agreements, don't you? And you get the higher learning and lesson, and that's gold. Yes.
Yeah, that moves the needle for me. It was like all of a sudden, I could be hating somebody or some situation, or feeling victim. And then the next, once you get up there and you look down, I'm pointing up there, but that's kind of how
how we perceive it.
Does it. And it takes me up there with my guides, and I look down at that lifetime, and I realize, and I ask the question, well, what did I learn? And then knowing you've set it up, reminding us that we all have these soul contracts, and we've all played the parts, and we're all agreeing to do this for each other out of love, nothing but love. And it just changes everything. I feel like I moved a lot of energy about my childhood here.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? In just 4 little half days.
Yeah. No, it is. I'm so excited to move forward with this. I can't tell you.
Thank you. Thank you for your participation and your willingness to just go ahead and try it and experience it, and see what you can take away from it for you and for your higher learning and lesson, and for the higher learning and lesson of others around you that you will then teach.
And I felt supported, so I could do that. I really did. And you were right there.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you set
I'm
the
so
tone.
glad you came.
Jenny, you set the tone for the whole thing. So I'm giving you a lot of credit for that, because that's why it all works so well.
Yep, I hold the energy for all of that.
Yeah.
And it's easy. Because that's my soul contract and agreement. It's what I came to do. So yeah. Thank you for your participation, and thanks for telling us about your experience, Patty.
Thank you, Jenny.
Bye.
Bye.